Oh, wow. So since I updated and cleared out all my cookies and all my histories and all of that, everything is different now when I log into StreamYard. So I hope this is working. Hello, Jeff. Hi, Pebbles. Hi, Chick. Chick kept me up really late. Kept me up really late last night. So I'm going live early today. It's Tuesday. Normally I go live at 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Hi, Weetsy Bat. Normally I do 8 o'clock, but I can't guarantee you that I'll be awake at 8 o'clock. So instead of missing another Tuesday with my friends, I thought I'd go ahead and go live early. But yeah, everything looks different. I like this breaking news graphic thing. I don't have any news to break to you, but I like the way that looks up there. So just for fun, I thought I'd put it up there. Um, Hopefully the music in the background is not too much. I'm looking at all this new stuff. Uh, YouTube is currently experiencing some issues with their APIs that might prevent some users from going live on the destination. Our team is monitoring the platform for further updates. Okay, so I think maybe I am live, I hope. Yes, it was all your fault for sure, Chick. I'm blaming you. I have no self control. So when I saw you live, you sucked me right in and would not allow me to go to sleep. So I'm going to see if I can figure out now with all this new stuff how I get a link for people. Okay. Looks like it might be the same. So I'm going to post this here in the chat. That music isn't too loud, is it? I just want to be sure. So there's the link. Let me see if I can pin it. Right? Why can't it? Didn't post. Wonderful. How am I going to do this now? Let me see if I can try posting it again. Let's see if this works. Now, let me see if I can pin it. There it is. Okay. So what I just realized is that if you put the link in and then put a space after it, it will show up. So anyone who has a problem with their link not showing or being able to pin it, when you post it in the chat, hit your space bar afterwards and then send it. Did it pin? I don't see it pinned now though. Is it pinned? It says now I can unpin it, but I don't see it pinned. You'll be back after dinner? If I let you. If I let you come back after dinner. It's there? Okay, it's at the top because it's just showing at the bottom of mine. Why is it pinned at the bottom? That's crazy. Everything is new. I hate it. Yes, correct. If I allow you to come back, Jeff. Just telling me how it's going to be. You'll be back after dinner. Whatever. Hello, Lucy. Welcome to you from London, England, but welcome to you from Texas, America. Hey, Cats Roll. So good to see you. Did it, Chick? Okay. Well, mine is only pinning at the bottom, which is like really weird, but So what's been going on? I missed Jeff's entire stream today, but I did try and listen to some of it a little bit ago. How have you been, Pebbles? I have not seen you today. I don't know if you were in Jeff's or not. I didn't hear you on Jeff's panel, so I didn't know if you were there or not. I heard Jeff, then I heard Azare, and then I heard Dolly. So yeah, I pretty much listened. I kind of bounced through it a little bit, but I did listen for at least 3 of the 4 hours. That breaking news thing's pretty cool, though. I like that. How have you been, Cats? How has everyone been? Doing good. All right. So, what do we want to talk about, guys? Do we want to talk about anything in particular? Did I have a fun Easter? No, I wouldn't say it was a fun Easter. I had an Easter. The kids had fun. So, as far as they had fun, so it was fun. But yeah, I didn't particularly have fun, no. I wasn't in the mood for fun. You're hanging in there, Pebbles. I feel you. I feel you. Sometimes the best I feel like I can do is hanging in there as well. This cool chick named Jamie or Janie may have kept you up all night. I'd like to meet her sometime if she's cool. Yeah, I miss egg hunts and Easter baskets too. Grayson had a little bit of a misunderstanding with the Easter egg hunts. The kids all had to take eggs to school. So many, I forget how many it was, but and then everyone hid their eggs. I think they got to hide their own eggs. Well, he misunderstood and thought that when they went searching for the eggs, that he had to find his eggs, the ones that he had brought, and so he couldn't find any of his eggs. So he misunderstood the egg hunt. So we did another one for him when he realized that he couldn't only find his eggs, that he was allowed to find any eggs. So, hey, Carrie. Yes, please focus on driving and join us when you get to your destination. It is an understandable mistake, Cat's Rule. I thought it was anyway. He didn't want to take other people's eggs. He thought he was only allowed to take his eggs. So, Alexa, skip. That's a little too somber. It's putting me to sleep. Which I think these are all going to be a little chilled and relaxed because I think that's the playlist I'm playing from. I should have picked a better playlist that would get me moving. Hey, Sweet Wheat. So, yeah, it wasn't a particularly fun Easter. It was a very long weekend. Um, they were out of school Friday and then the weekend and then Monday. And with Easter and everything that was going on, it was just tiring. Um, There were a couple meltdowns uh, because of anytime there's a change in schedule for him, it's difficult and a change in routine. So, but with everything going on in all the different places that he was going for Easter, they did Easter at school and then they did Easter at his um, maternal grandmother's house and we did Easter here and all of that. So, yeah, can you not hear it, Chick? It's probably best if you can't hear it. Um, but yeah, I am. Right now it's Elton John, Your Song. The one that I skipped was Neil Diamond, September Morn. Here, I'll put my little speaker up. Now, can you hear it? Yep, my song. It's your song, Jeff. Yes, I'm playing Jeff's song. If anyone would like to argue with him and tell him it's my song, you may. I'll allow it. Yeah, I've got it turned down really low. I didn't want it to be distracting, but I did need something to be playing so that I could focus my brain a little. Hey, Jonathan, it's good to see you. How was your Easter? Everyone was just talking about Easter. Those are the sweetest times. Oh my goodness. Hi, Twister Dar. I have not seen you in forever. So good to see you. How have you been? Long, long time. I was just going back in time thinking about where I met you, where we were, and I'm thinking it was in Les's stream, wasn't it? I think it was way back when we used to both hang out over with Les in late, late nights. Well, next time you see me in a stream, don't be so quiet. Yes, I miss her too. She had very chill streams, very late at night. It was when I was really, really going through a lot and didn't get much sleep. So it was nice to just go and chill. That was a long time ago too. If that music does get too loud, please let me know. Some of the songs play a little bit louder than others. She was our calm stream. You had a great Easter, Jonathan. I'm so happy. Did you get an Easter basket? I didn't get an Easter basket. I would have had to make it myself. It kind of takes the fun out of it when you're the one in charge of Easter baskets and you have to make your own. Hey, Conklin, good to see you. Look at all my favorite people coming up in here. I've got Carrie and Dar and Jonathan and Katz and Conklin and Jeff and Pebbles and a new friend named Lucy and Wheatsy. And Chick is here, even though she met someone really cool who's probably replaced me by now. someone named Janie that she was up really late last night with. You had cookies. Cookies makes up for no basket. I would have accepted cookies, but then again, I would have had to have made the cookies. So, yeah. You should have said hello. I appreciate you speaking out and saying hi. Like I said, I haven't seen you in so long. I completely understand though when you just want to chill and you go in somewhere so you don't say anything. But yeah, you've been commanded now. If you see me somewhere, you must say hello. All of you are such nice people, and I like seeing you all coming together. It's like bringing my two worlds of friends into one world for me, which is really nice. I spend a lot of time like over at Jeff's when he goes live, or when Carrie goes live, or when Phil goes live, Vigilum. When Chick went live last night, I was there. The thing is that they're kind of two separate worlds, like one world from the past in the drama um, chats, and then one world from my current, which is um, not as many people who were in drama. So it's nice to bring all the people I like into one area. And with that said, if you want to join in the places where I hang out mostly now, and you see Jeff on here, or you see Chick, or let's see, Phil's not in here, but Vigilum and all of them, feel free to look these people up, search their names as they appear, and subscribe to them, and you'll catch me over there when they're live. Carrie is Texas time. You'll hear me call her Carrie. So if you want to look her up, she's Texas time 1111, I believe. I would share those links, but I'm not good at that. Thank you, Dar. I'm sorry for your loss, and I hope that the plans go smoothly and that you get through that as comforted as you can. I know it's difficult. Much love to you, honey. Check back in with me. Say hello to me if you see me out and about in the wild of YouTube. I want someone to follow me around and be like the wildlife commentators who like, here we have a wild Jamie caught in YouTube streets. We see her searching for sustenance. Oh, that's okay, Conklin. Don't worry about it. Dinner is much more important. I hope no one is not a Barry Manilow fan, because I just realized that my song choices on this playlist may reveal quite a bit about what a nerd I am. I am a fan of Low. I like Barry Manilow. I like Neil Diamond. I like Elton John. I like, well, any of the songs on this playlist I must like because I'm listening to them, right? Any fellow Fanalos? Linda Ronstadt coming up. Here we go. So Jeff's stream, like I said, it was 4 hours and 19 minutes or something. It's a blue-billed Bobaney. Right, that's what I need. I need someone to follow me around and document my adventures in the wild of YouTube. Crikey, mates. It's a blue-billed Bobaney. I'm boring you all. I can feel it. I'm giving myself the ick. It was a long stream, Jeff, especially for those who rewatch, but it did get me through when no one else was live. So thank you. No, I'm pretty boring. Trust me. I can feel it in my bones. Everyone's got other. See, this is what happens when I go live early. Everyone's got other stuff going on. Carrie's driving. Jeff's eating. Conklin is trying to come up with the highlights of my adventures in the wild. Pebbles is hanging in there, just like me. I feel her on that. Some days that's the best I can do, and I'm okay with that. Chick, I am boring compared to your new buddy, your new late night buddy, Janie. I can never live up to her. Katz is probably in the middle of working, so I know she can't always talk. You got lost? That popped up as soon as I said you were probably working. Jonathan's probably getting ready to eat something tasty. He usually has really good dinner. She's the cat's meow. I've heard a lot about her cats. I do that so much, cats. You're cooking a rabbit. You got Sunday. Yeah, those Sunday rabbits. They usually do carry a lot of boiled eggs with them. Oh, I love stuffed shells. What did she stuff them with? Ricotta and spinach, because that's the best. Spinach and ricotta stuffed shells with homemade sauce over them. Oh, so good. That's okay, Chick. If you want to come up for 10 minutes, that's fine. I'll let you jump down when you want to. Or if you want to wait till after your call. But I don't know if I'll be here in 20 minutes. The way things are going, I'm thinking I might cut it short. Oh, I hear you, cats. I made stuffed shells one time, and they were so good that I was going to take some. This was back when my grandma was still alive. I was going to take some back to my grandma's house because I lived in front of her at the time, and yeah, they were so good. I was like, you know what? Grandma doesn't get any of these. They didn't make it back to her house. I have not met you, Chick. I've never been on panel with you, so I wouldn't know. Then I did the same thing one time with cabbage rolls. I made a bunch of cabbage rolls up, and I was going to take them to Luke's grandparents. They didn't make it to Luke's grandparents either. So then I had to remake them. I'm mean to old people, apparently. I eat all the food I intend to give to them. The kids did have a fun Easter, but they were very tired. We had, like I said, we had a couple meltdowns, but it wasn't too terrible. Just lots of changes in the routine, the schedule, because they were off school Friday and Monday. Lots of different places to go, lots of different Easter egg hunts. I ran out of cheeseburgers, which is a major issue. There are these little microwave cheeseburgers that Grayson is kind of fixated on at the moment, and he'll eat two of them at a time. He used to only eat one, but now that that's like the basic of his diet, that all he really wants, I'm going through them faster, and I didn't get enough to for all 4 days with them being out of school for him to have two at a time. So yeah, we had to make emergency runs to the grocery store for cheeseburgers, and we did though make a little bit of a what's it called when you shoot? I know the word. When you make a deal with someone, you uh, why is my brain not finding the word? It starts with a C. Like where someone says, I want Mexican, and you say, I want Italian. And so then you have the C word and you agree to go get something where you'll both be happy. What's it called? Compromise. So we made a compromise. Oh my God. Why was that so difficult? Um, where he agreed, yes, thank you. Thank you all for saving me. Where he would eat a few strawberries and stuff, other things that we had here, some bologna, some strawberries, all that. But we still had to come through with the cheeseburgers. Oh my gosh, that was a difficult word for me to think of. I think I overworked my brain last night, staying up late. It was fun though. I had a good time. What would I do without you all finding my words for me? I feel like I'm playing charades or something. Starts with a C. Starts with a C. It's a movie. It's a word. It's a. Sorry, I'm over here dancing. I'm getting down to some Doobies. Doobie Brothers. Wait, was this Doobie Brothers or was this just Michael McDonald? I think it was the Doobie Brothers. Either way, it was Michael McDonald, but I don't know if this song was under the band or just him. And it was just recently, like within the last 2 years, that I realized why they were called the Doobie Brothers. It had never hit me. I was just thinking, oh, they're two brothers whose last name is Doobie. But I knew that Michael McDonald was in the band. So then I got thinking about it one time. I'm like, okay, so Michael McDonald's the one doing the singing and everything. Who are the brothers that are the Doobie Brothers? And my mom said, Doobie Brothers. I was like, oh, I get it now. Yes, the plant. Smoking doobies, exactly. Sometimes I can be a little slow. Like, what would that be? That was a song from what, 1976, probably. And it only took me from 76 to probably at least uh, 2020 to figure that out. It's been a few years ago that I figured it out, more than probably two or so. I don't know. But yeah, I was trying to figure out which of the people in the band were brothers with the last name Doobie. The Smothers Brothers smothered people. Yeah, the Smothers Brothers, the Everly Brothers, the Isley Brothers. They were brothers. So when the Doobie Brothers came along, hey Feisty, good to see you. How you doing? Um, I wish I could still sing. I can't. I have smoked way too much in my life now. I probably could if I really concentrated, tried, but I can't just belt it out like I used to. I need to quit smoking. I really, really do. Oh, today is Taco Tuesday, isn't it? And I missed out. I didn't do any tacos. Of course, I haven't really had dinner. I just ate, what did I eat? Oh, I had some scrambled eggs a little earlier. Oh, are you? It didn't beep for me, chick, like it didn't do for you. Thank you for telling me. There you are.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I am dismayed.
Why are you dismayed?
I am dismayed by your lack of guilt for keeping me awake all night.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any guilt for that.
Yeah.
No,
I don't have any guilt for keeping you awake either, so we're even.
we may both be sociopaths. Who knows?
That's true. Or sleep deprived, one of the two.
Right. Or we were just having a good time and it was worth it.
It was. It was.
I love eggs too, cats. Like, I eat, I probably eat eggs most days ever since I quit believing the big cholesterol lie. My cholesterol is better than ever now that I eat more eggs. How's that work?
Yeah, the whole cholesterol lie with eggs. It's like I never stopped eating them and my cholesterol never got bad.
Well, see,
So,
I did stop eating them because I had high cholesterol.
right.
So I quit eating them because they were saying no red meat, no eggs, no butter, real butter, all these things because of all the fat. And it turns out those things are the things that made my cholesterol lower.
Yep. I never stopped eating real butter either.
I did. I was eating plastic apparently.
Yeah, I couldn't stand margarine. It's like, no.
The
But then
only
I like my food. I'd rather have a little bit of something really good than a whole lot of something mediocre.
I'm the same way. The only thing that I appreciate about margarine or shed spread or whatever is that it is so spreadable,
Yeah,
like immediately from the fridge.
right. You can get like Land O'Lakes real butter that has olive oil added to it that makes it more spreadable.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look for that.
And that tastes pretty decent.
My grandma used to leave the stick of butter in the butter dish just out all the time. And we never got sick, but people say you shouldn't do that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I've known people that do that, but I don't know. I don't have the balls to do it. Hey, Seaglass.
I see glass. Yeah, it's the same with eggs. You know, now that they're refrigerated, everyone says you should always keep them in the fridge. So I do. But I can remember my grandma would sometimes leave the eggs out on the counter. Now, I don't know if those were only eggs that were like fresh eggs.
Right. I was gonna say, I think there's something about once they've been refrigerated, they have to stay refrigerated.
Yeah, apparently in America, what we do is we wash our eggs, sterilize
Right.
the outside of them, and it
Right.
takes off the protective coating.
Yeah.
So if you have fresh eggs that haven't been sterilized and washed and all that, you can leave them on the counter. So that may have been what my grandma was leaving on the counter.
Right. And of course, fresh eggs taste so much better too.
They really do. They're so much richer, aren't they?
Mhm.
I used to hate that when I was a kid. I would be like, why is it so orange? Ew. But now that I'm older and I can appreciate the richness of a fresh egg, oh, so much better.
Yeah, it really is. Some people say, "Oh, there's no difference." Yes, there is.
Yes. And when I was growing up, I didn't want to eat brown eggs. Now I love brown eggs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Glass, that's how it was at my grandma's. She'd leave the butter out in the butter dish, and but it got used like every couple days. I don't know that we would go through butter that fast, so I just don't chance it. Feisty, I want to ask you because I've asked other people and I've gotten varied results as far as answers. When you have chickens and you're doing fresh eggs, do you have more snakes around?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, see, I've always wanted to have a couple chickens so that I could have fresh eggs. But I've had people tell me you really have to watch out for snakes.
Yeah, I've heard that too, but I didn't know if it was a real thing or.
Well, I've had some people tell me that they've never noticed, and other people tell me, yeah, it's an issue. If it's an issue at all, I don't want to have chicken eggs around my house.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was laughing at Conklin.
Unfresh eggs, stale eggs.
Hey, if stale eggs were marked down, I'd probably get them because really, what's a stale egg?
Exactly. See, she hasn't noticed any snakes. She has to fight off bats, foxes, raccoons, owls, and mountain lions. Oh my goodness. Is it?
Wow.
Oh, bears. I was thinking bats. It's bears.
Okay.
Is it worth it for the $3 you save on a dozen eggs? I mean, I know they taste better, but come on, if I'm fighting a bear for my freaking breakfast. It sounds like Wild Kingdom. Cats saw the bear carnage. Oh, great. She must really be feisty, yes. I think I'd just be like, you know what?
You can have the eggs. Oh, God. Yep, they're all yours, buddy.
Hey, buddy, eat up.
Yep, enjoy them.
My goodness, feisty. That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it sounds like more work than I'd be wanting to do.
Right. I would love to have just a few. I don't need that many eggs, but if I'm gonna have to fight a bear, no.
I want a picture if you hug that bear, Janie.
I do need to hug a bear. If the bear was just coming up for like a hug and 1 or 2 eggs, I'd be cool with it.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I'd ever. I have trust issues anyway. I don't think I trust a bear.
Well, when we were talking about how people decide what they want to do when they've been diagnosed with something that, is going
Hmm.
to be their lifelong struggle or whatever. I've always said if I ever get diagnosed with something and I know that that's going to be the end of it, I'm going to go out and find a wild bear and hug it.
Okay.
So if I survive it, wonderful. If I don't, wonderful as well. I got to hug a bear.
It may be a very painful way to die, Janie.
Well, now I know how to lure the bear in. I'll give me a couple chickens.
Some eggs.
No, it
Oh.
hasn't happened yet. I haven't gotten the news that has hastened my hugging a bear. Oh, Jeff's backstage. See, it's not beeping.
I know, but I'm backstage and I don't see him.
Yeah, he's there.
Wow.
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 I still don't see him.
Do you hear him?
No, I mean I see him on the panel, but I don't see your thing backstage.
Do you
I'm
hear
sorry to
him?
hear that.
No, you're not.
She hears you. Okay.
Yeah, I hear. I'm sorry.
Selectively, I'm sure, like most
Yeah.
people. I had to. I wanted to get on here with my iPhone, but of course, iPhones don't recognize all Bluetooth situations. So I had to go back to the trustworthy Android phone that I kept because of these situations, and now I'm here.
That was a really long story.
Hmm.
To say that he's here.
Well, some people just say I'm here. I'm like, nah.
I usually say,
Yeah.
"Am I here?" But the
I
onus
usually
on
ask
the
where's
other
here.
person.
I'm glad to see everyone here. This is the place where we come to breathe and to whatever you were doing while I was trying to get up here. I missed like 10 minutes of the live stream trying to tell iPhone that it's 2026 and it should accept my headset genuinely, but it did not. So fine.
This is where we come to breathe and consider really bad ideas, like hugging bears.
Yeah. Which
That is a
Jamie
bad
is a
idea.
really bad idea.
Very bad idea.
Well, we
Probably
need
the
to
worst
talk it
idea I've
out.
heard
I
today.
need to know why.
Well, you only know why once.
Exactly. You only make that mistake once if you make it at all.
You should take somebody with you, and that way, if the bear starts to attack you, you can say, "No, don't shoot the bear, shoot Jamie."
Exactly. Put me out of my misery already.
Depending on who you take. Never mind.
He's not eating me. He's just tasting me. Put me out of my misery. He doesn't like the way I taste. He's not going to finish this meal.
He doesn't think she's the cat or kitten's meow.
Right. I'm not as good as chicken eggs, maybe.
Okay, well, since Jeff jumped up, I'm going to jump down because my phone call should be here in
Wow.
2 minutes. No, ask
Wow.
Jamie. I told her I couldn't come up because I had a phone call in
Oh.
20
She
minutes.
did. She was only coming
Wow.
up till it was time for her phone call.
Yep.
She was-
Wow.
And if y'all are still live, I'll come back.
Wow.
Sorry, I have an appointment.
I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
she's
Go
an
ahead. I don't
important
care.
lady.
I don't really care. I just want to wow a couple more times. Wow.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
All
Bye.
right, thanks.
Now we can talk shit. All right. Great.
Yeah, she's not
Um,
listening. She'll be on the phone.
Can you believe? She didn't say hi to me either. It was just like, oh, he's here. Great. That's fine.
Well, she
whatever.
wouldn't even acknowledge your presence. She was saying she didn't even see you.
I know. I get that a lot, but I didn't think I'd get it today. Not on this fine channel. This is a channel
Alexa,
where we all supposedly
stop.
come together.
Right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I thought.
No.
Well, obviously.
I have been saying for years, though, that I want to hug a bear. I can imagine that there is no feeling in this world like wrapping your arms around that big mass of fur and muscle, I'd like to hug a lion, too.
So what you're saying is you're into tall, massive hairy men.
Right. Stinky too, because you know bears and lions stink.
I don't think many people think of that. Like animals smell like their environment, right? So
Right.
it's not all fresh and clean.
Right. They smell like dirt and fish and dead stuff, I'm sure.
Definitely the dead stuff, especially if they've been killing the dead stuff.
Yeah, coagulated blood,
Mm.
all the good stuff, yeah. A bit on the musky side.
Like, is that a new cologne? Nope, that's just carcass. Oh,
Now
that's a great name for
I don't want to hug a female lion. I need a male lion with a huge mane, and I just want to get my fingers tangled in it, you know?
Man, I almost took that the wrong way. I had to remember what a mane was and how it was spelled and how you were using it because context matters. And I was like, oh, naughty girl. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Seaglass, do you have cats or dogs? I can't remember because so many of us do and some of us don't. But if you were
Very
a
personal
cat
question.
or a dog owner and you've hugged your cat or your dog and you felt like how squishy they can feel, and like my cats, when I hold them or hug them, they're just like warm soup in a Ziploc bag, you know?
What?
Who agrees
What?
with me? Hugging a cat is just like hugging a warm Ziploc bag full of soup. They almost turn into liquid in your arms.
I'm gonna wait for audience reaction.
Cats needs an adult.
Don't we all? We're still waiting over here. None of us are qualified at the moment. We're all
That's
hugging soupy cats.
That's Cat's way of telling me to grow up. But yeah, my cat is like just a bag of soup. I love it. Just limp and almost turns into liquid. So I'm thinking if you could hug a lion, it would be like hugging a big old bag of soup if it gave in and accepted the hug with lots of hair and he's nailing it. Conklin's always good for that. Therapy is here.
Is it? Not soon enough.
I know one of these cat ladies is going to back me up and tell me
I'm-
that their cat is like a warm bag of soup. Don't leave me hanging.
Evelyn, where are you at? Have any of your cats ever felt like a warm bag of soup? Could you imagine going to a cat shelter and be like, hi, this is Fluffy. He's very loving, good with kids, and feels like a warm bag of soup at night.
They do. When I pick them up, they just like stretch all the way out. Kind of like when you take a bag of soup out of the microwave because you're thawing it. You know, it's been in the freezer. And it turns from a solid to just a warm liquid and just stretches out. Okay, so I'm weird. All right, I'm the only one.
I didn't say it, but I'm also not disagreeing at this moment. So, a warm bag. Yeah, I mean,
I refuse to believe I'm the only one who thinks they feel like warm soup in a Ziploc bag. What kind of soup?
Good.
I would say what kind of soup? It's got some noodles in it because you can feel their little ribs and stuff, you know. So yeah, some kind of noodle soup. Sea glass. I see your vision now.
I see it too. It doesn't mean that I accept it, but I see it, obviously. Sea glass is so nice.
I think she's just trying to placate and pacify me. Yeah,
Sea
you're
glass
not
is one of the more
something
pure.
weird. An old-fashioned water bottle. Well, I guess maybe with age they could feel like an old-fashioned water bottle. But
Except for all the
kittens
crinkling.
especially are just like thin plastic, you know, not the thick rubber of a water bottle. They're the thin plastic of like a sandwich bag. You don't
Ladies
agree.
and gentlemen, we have come to the part of this fine show where Janie's not acceptable. It was cute and cuddly. Now we have better descriptors like a warm bag of soup, kitty cat.
Oh gosh. There you go, Conklin.
Oh, great. Now she has teamwork and support. Oh,
Conklin knows that if you don't get with me, you're going to be against me. So he has to jump it up a little bit. Warm Jello
consider
in a
this
Garfield pillowcase.
mm, yummy.
You're
I
either
mean,
with me or you're against me, Jeff. Seaglass, it seems like Seaglass is taking a hard stand here.
yes, someone please clip this and direct me to it wherever I may find it later. I'm really bad at clipping and labeling things, and I just have to go through a whole bunch of clips like, what ridiculousness is this? Go. I
I,
want this labeled.
I still am expecting at some point Pebbles or Evelyn or Carrie is going to say, you know what, Janie, I heard what you're saying about cats being like a warm Ziploc bag of soup, and I so agree. But right now they're just busy with other things.
Conveniently. Carrie will be up here. She'll be doing that run on sentencing. Oh, hi, Jenny. Yes, I agree. I do. I think yes, the cats are like a warm bag of soup. I remember taking a warm bag of soup out back in 1983, and it was really good. Yum. And she'll be real excited for it.
She
Pebbles
will.
will be like,
She's just driving right now. She can only put laughing faces and LOL. But when she has the time, I fully expect an essay of how I am right about them being like a warm bag of soup.
I expect a lot of essays, but I'm not sure on what side these essays will fall. Evelyn will be like, Jeff, you don't understand. You don't have a cat. Sometimes cats can be warm, cuddly little bags of soup. And Pebbles will be like, kiss my grits.
Conklin's going to make a rap called Warm Bag of Soup.
That is a great idea.
Oh, by the way, cats, anytime you hear me talking about Carrie, Carrie is Texas time. And she is an enabler. She loves to enable me.
She is.
Nope, you can't go back on it, Conklin. You said it. I fully expect a warm Ziploc bag of soup. Exactly.
At least you have rhyming possibilities with soup. If you said like my cat is orange and tried to rhyme that, obviously you're going to struggle. But
right. I mean, we're talking cats, right? So of course soup rhymes with poop. What do cats do? They poop. Where? In a box, but not with a fox. See? So it writes itself.
And sometimes their little feet look like they're wearing socks.
That's right.
And if you don't like these cats, kick rocks.
Right. Soup, poop, doobie doobie doop.
I helped with that way too much more than I wanted to.
You did. I mean, the song writes itself, right?
It does, thank God. Credit not given to songwriter for itself.
Don't get duped with my warm bag of soup.
Now Cats is involved in it.
By the time this stream ends, we'll have a fully functioning rap song.
Well, this is also like, this is how We Are the World started. Like, I can write this part, you can write this part, let's write together, and then we'll get this person involved. We're all going to be in a studio together in about 6 months.
It's going to be viral.
There comes a time when you want a bag of soup. And then, yeah.
Yes, a forum story. Held her close to the moonlight. Her body felt like a warm Ziploc bag of soup next to mine.
As I cracked open the fancy feast, the warm body of soup moved away from me towards the bowl of food. And then it's like next week, stay tuned for the next installment.
I can't believe no one else has ever thought that their cat feels like a
I
Ziploc
think
bag.
people are still processing this.
Have you even felt your cats, people?
Okay, first of all, I thought you said, have you ever felt your cat's pupil? And the answer would be no. Have you ever felt your cat? Yes, I've had a cat climb up on me and stay there for hours, but never have I said, man, this reminds me of a warm bag of soup. Now it's soft and cuddly. I don't think I've ever, said it's like anything else except what it is. But okay, I mean, Janie, look, at the end of the day, which we're thankfully fast approaching, we're here for you.
I don't feel very supported right now.
Well, that's my
I feel like
corporate
I've
logo.
gotten a lot of pushback on this simile.
Are you being manipulated and or bullied?
I think I am.
Well, guess who's up on panel again? It's Jeff.
Yes, Jeff, you are manipulating me into
Well,
believing that I am the weird one here.
even though you said the statement, I am involved. So
I think there will be a video about how I was manipulated.
Jeff went up there and told her that your idea was stupid. I'll take full responsibility this time. I intended to do it. Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna think about the warm bag of soup.
What Katz just said there now brings me to another thing. I have never hugged a turtle. Does a turtle hug feel like warm soup in a Tupperware dish?
There's a polite way to answer that.
No.
Well, I don't know. It would be the actual answer that I would give you, but I'm thinking of turtle soup.
Have you ever hugged a turtle?
No.
Then you can't tell me that it doesn't feel like warm soup in a Tupperware dish.
Let's see. Animals that I've been hugged by: dog, cat, hamster, technically, a wolf, a horse, and a sheep.
Yeah, see, Seaglass, I can't take you seriously. If you've never hugged a turtle, you don't know. I'm sorry. The answer no is unacceptable.
But Seaglass is now adding that to her bucket list.
They're the worst at French kissing.
Hey, you want a neck? You can literally hear their neck stretching out from the shell.
Oh, it was cold and slimy? I imagined that they would. I mean, I can see the shell being cold, but I wouldn't have imagined that. Well, and it depends on if it's a land turtle or a water turtle, I guess.
That's a good question. Would you hug a water turtle or a land turtle or both?
I would hug any turtle if it would let me and not bite me.
Type of one in the chat if you thought that was going to be the answer. Me.
I would like to hug a sea turtle because if I have my arms around their shell, they're going to take me for a ride and it will be fun. I would not hug a snake ever.
They'll hug you. Don't worry.
I know some snakes like the hug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would not hug a snake. I wouldn't hug a lizard either. I don't know though. Maybe I would hug a lizard. I wouldn't want to hurt its feelings. But I don't care about hurting a snake's feelings.
Neither did Adam or Eve. Oh, man. Poor snake. I think snakes have gotten a bad rap.
Well, it's because they're so snaky. You
They
want to
don't feel
hug
like
a
a warm.
snake, but she put a restraining order on you. Sea turtles are amazing, and I can't believe that Feisty has swam with sea turtles.
Waka waka waka.
Anything else
really
on your
like to
bucket
hug
list?
I'd really like to hug an elephant. I have a
Hmm.
pretty long hug list. And this is coming from a person who, with humans, is not really a big hugger. But I would hug nearly any animal. There aren't really any birds I would want to hug. Bird hugs don't seem like they would be that good. I like birds, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be a very reciprocal or rewarding hug with a bird. You kind of just be hugging air.
Wow. So you're a birdist. You're
I
birdist
am.
against the winged animal.
Yeah, what do they call that? What's the
Aviariist.
association for birds? The
You're an
national, not aviary,
aviary.
no, something society, Audubon. So I'm anti Audubon hug.
And she's not talking about the freeway in Germany.
Right.
Not
talking about
Autobahn, the
society.
Autobahn.
Yeah, well, I don't want to hug either of them.
Well, if you go too fast on the one, you will hug it, regardless of whether you want to or not.
Right. I would love to hug a baby elephant. I would love to hug a seal, but I hear that they can be really mean and a little bit rapey. Dolphins are the same way. Although I would love to hug a dolphin, I don't want to be intimate with a dolphin against my will.
I don't think I've ever heard those words put together before.
Um, the ornithologists, the people, I don't know any really, but I can't say I would probably be fond of them because they are people. I'd love to hug a penguin. Yes, that is a bird I'd love to hug. But see, that bird has some substance to them. They're chunky monkeys.
Would you hug
Right.
a monkey?
I would love to hug a monkey. Oh my gosh, monkeys look like they give the best hugs. They not only wrap their arms around you, but their legs. And then they rip your face off in some cases. But it's worth the risk.
Sure.
Hey, Mommy Mars, so good to see you. And we do need to get us together a dolphin offenders registry.
Is that really a thing?
What, dolphins being grapey?
Yeah.
For real, yeah, they are. I would have never guessed that. And I heard something about it and I was like, no way. That's so stupid. And I went to researching it and it's true, yeah.
Hi, Mommy Mars.
So that changed my plans. I used to want to swim with wild dolphins and stuff. The thing with dolphins is that they can be very helpful. They can save your life, but you never know what you're going to get. Are you going to get sex or are you going to get saved? Or if you're into that thing, maybe both.
George Michael wrote about this in his first draft. He said, sex is natural, sex is fun, sex is best when it's with a dolphin.
That was the original edit.
Yeah. And then obviously for radio, you know,
Yeah,
we
they
couldn't.
had to censor it for the radio.
Dolphins are always happy, though. Have you ever
They
noticed they're
are.
always smiling?
They
I
are.
don't trust anybody that smiles 24 hours a day.
It's
just not
like
right.
that smile in that dancing video that the person did. Remember, I said it was uncomfortable? That's a dolphin smile.
Yeah. Well, let them be free. Let them be out in the ocean. I'm landlocked, so I'm not gonna high five the always happy dolphin face. I'm good.
Right. Hey, Freeside.
Freeside. Have you hugged a dolphin? You have to ask everyone now, have they hugged a dolphin or have they hugged a? Well, originally it was a bear.
Right. The bear is
And I
number
thought that
one
was
on my
easy.
list. Bear, then lion, and then probably elephant. Preferably a baby elephant. Although a
Yeah.
big elephant is fine too. But I don't feel like I could get as good of a hug in because it is so big compared to me that if it was a baby elephant, we're working with about the same body mass. So I could get a good hug in.
So you're looking for quality hugs, not just numbers. You're not looking for quantity.
Right. I'm looking for the quality of the hug, not the quantity. And I just really don't feel, I don't mean to be, anti Audubon, but I just really feel like most birds aren't going to give a quality hug.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you can always, think about it later, just wing it.
Right. Like if I'm out somewhere and a bird is the only thing available and it really wants a hug, okay, I'll give in.
It sounds very desperate. If it's the only thing available, it's a Friday night, you're out late, it's 10:30, no
All
hugs.
the
Oh
bars have
no,
closed. All the
there's a
bars are
fucking sparrow.
closed.
Yeah.
It's just a few people milling around the parking lot and a bird.
Hmm.
I'm going to take the bird hug.
Oh, there's people feeling spicy in the chat. Probably all this hugging of animals talk seems
It
to be
is.
bringing out the.
It gets everyone's motor going. We need to ask the new people who came in if when they hug their cat or hold their cat, if they think it feels like a warm Ziploc bag of soup. Someone has to have.
Yeah, I'm
I
still
refuse
waiting.
to believe I'm the only one.
Oh, I don't. Um,
I might have actually hit on the one thing finally where nobody says, "Oh, me too."
I mean, Evelyn's at work tonight, but if she was here, I mean, I don't know. She keeps soup in her underwear drawer, so I don't know. She may relate. What's her name? What's her face? Oh, you know her, the Carrie, yeah,
Gary.
carrot cake. She may agree with you, but then she also may say it's like you know, a hot cup of coffee or something strange to add to it.
The only reason I don't keep my soup in a paper bag, Conklin, is that it leaves stains.
Yeah, does it have to be Ziploc? Cat's Rule
It
brings up
doesn't
a
have
very
to
good
be
point.
the brand because I buy off brand, but I still call them Ziploc bags. I think
Kind of
they're
like Kleenex.
technically called zipper bags, because they can't call them Ziploc bags. But just like I technically don't use Tupperware in quotes, I use like Supperware.
Oh God,
I
Supperware.
can't afford Tupperware. I have to use Supperware.
Or someone comes up to you and say, "Can I borrow a Kleenex?" Absolutely not. You can have it.
Exactly. Are you going to give it back? Because that's not how this works. Who else here uses Supperware? Come on, admit it.
You mean like plastic containers to put the leftovers in?
Right, that you put your leftover supper in.
Yeah, I buy them from everywhere. Dollar Tree, Kroger, that guy on the corner. Um, they're clean. They look good. I don't know.
I take my shoot, what are they called? Country crock bowls, and I put a big S on them. I label them Supperware.
Well, I'm glad someone actually labels it because look, Mom bought Country Crock butter, big one, because we used a lot of butter when I was growing up. And I would get in there and I'd be like, I'm gonna make me a grilled cheese sandwich. I need to butter up my bread a little bit.
Yes.
Crack it open. It's like chili, spaghetti, pot roast, meatloaf. Like, where the fuck's the butter at? Like, where is the butter, Mom? Oh, it's in the back. It got pushed back in. Can we
Worse
label it?
That though is when like they put the spaghetti in the country crock bowl and it's in the middle of the night and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go eat some of that spaghetti. So you take it out and you pop it up in the microwave and you go back to get it, and it was the butter and all the butter's melted.
Was it Country Crock with the very anti noise limiting sound that it made when it opened up? Like,
Yes.
you couldn't be quiet about it.
Yes. But see, I'd just like pop one edge of it to vent it so that it wouldn't spray all over the microwave, like spaghetti or chili or something. So I wouldn't really look at it. I'm just like, it's in the front. It's gotta be the leftovers, right? We just had it tonight. So pop it in the microwave, just pop the edge of it, and then have a big old bowl of melted butter. Oh, I guess I'm having butter soup. I imagine if I would have poured that butter, that melted butter, into a zipper bag, it would have been like a cat.
Okay, so sometimes I don't read the chat, and then when I do, I have regret. Now we're borrowing used condoms and flipping them inside out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh.
Everyone else read that and was like, nope, let it go. Just like, I'll read it out loud.
Yeah, sometimes my side chat goes a little off the rails, and we just have to reel them back in.
I don't know if we can.
I do too, Feisty, and when I've thought it out, I think it feels like my cats do. Conklin's not saying a word.
I unfortunately saw and said Conklin, so I apologize in advance, but I feel we owe it to the communities.
I have to tell you what I did, and I'm just sharing this because I know someone is going to say, oh my gosh, me too. I don't want to feel like I'm the only person who's ever done this.
Well, not a good track record so far, but let's try.
Right. I'm 1 for 0 today. But the last time I went to the doctor, I had to get undressed down to my underclothes, right? So I'm sitting in there waiting and I'm thinking, damn, these underwear feel really weird. Like my butt is sticking to the table. Normally there's more coverage on the butt of these underwear. Well, what I realized when I stood up for the doctor to check out what they needed to check out, I had put my underwear on backwards so the front was all baggy where the butt's supposed to be. And my butt was barely covered at all. I was so embarrassed. It was bad. I think they were considering putting me in a home at that point.
Man, see, I don't want to be the first one to say anything. But I also feel responsibility. So that was the first time you felt uncomfortable.
I think they were thinking this could be early stage dementia. We might want to start looking into homes for her. She's got her underwear on backwards and she doesn't realize it. But by that point, I had realized it, but they were already coming in the room. So, yeah.
Okay, so I know when I go to doctors, they always ask me, like, are you feel safe at home? You know, blah, blah, blah. Is everything good? Now they're going to have to ask another question. Can you dress yourself?
Right. Or they're going to have to ask, do you feel safe in these underwear? Because I didn't. I did not feel
felt cold.
It felt like my butt had no coverage in the front. I could have probably put, 3 pounds of potatoes in them.
Catch rule. I think there were double check marks on some of these items. I have a feeling that it was definitely confirmation on those. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had a conundrum when I got home. Okay, so I've been wearing them like this. Do I turn them around now? Because now, do I want the front and the back and the back and the front after I've been wearing them? Or do I just start all over with a new pair and have to do extra laundry? What do you do in that case?
Okay. So obviously you were in an exposed situation. Did the doctor say anything like those are backwards?
No, she looked at me a little weird though. But I already knew at that point, so I might have been projecting onto her. Maybe she didn't even notice, but I felt like she did.
You had another choice, you know.
What was that?
You could have put yourself up against the door and changed them, spun those bad boys around. And when they tried to get in the door, say, hold on, I'm correcting myself.
No, what I could have done is slung myself up against the door and said, wait a minute, I'm doing heroin in here. Don't come in yet. And then changed them around real quick.
Check.
She can't save you now. Yeah, I
start talking
started
about other
on one
voices.
side. I had to stay loyal. So that's what I did. I just started over. Thank you, Sea Glass, for letting me know I did the right thing. I started over, new pair of underwear. You know, I took the fall for it.
Wait a minute. Now Cat's rule is worried about staying on one side.
Yeah, the one who would flip the condom inside out.
Really? Cat's rule, really? All these years that I've known you, and now you're going to be flip-floppy on your approach to things? Come on, man.
Oh, just for clarity, my bra was on the right way. I think I would have noticed that sooner if I had my bra on backwards.
That would have been, I would have just went home. Like, you know what? Obviously, whatever I'm getting checked up for isn't as bad as the problems I'm currently having. So we'll resolve one thing and I'll come back later.
Right. I wanted to start the day over. I really did. But at that point, I was too far committed to this doctor's appointment, and I couldn't just start the day over.
And there's that word committed, ladies and gentlemen, which probably the doctor was thinking, why does she wear underwear on backwards?
Surely she knows they're bagging in the front. I didn't notice that when I put my
These
pants
are
on.
notes. These are notes that don't appear on your My Chart.
But I still don't see a whole lot of Me Too's in the side chat.
Yeah, you're 0 for 2 in this one.
I am.
Most people spend a lot of time getting ready for the doctor, knowing they're being, they may be exposed and everything's going to be out there. Janie's like, spin the wheel. There we go.
Sea Glass, you're so supportive. Thank you. I am just out here pouring my heart and soul into the side chat, into these people, and I'm not getting any Me Too's, and Sea Glass gave me one. Thank you. I could have kept snacks in the front, Cats. If I had realized sooner, I could have put my dilly bar in there, saved it till I got home.
No. A dilly bar. No.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong state for anything frozen to be outside long.
Well, they super freeze them. So, they last for a really long time. So you can get them home and get them in your freezer.
Patient showed signs of having a dilly bar in her area.
I could have put gummy bears in there. They would have been nice and chewy by the time I got home.
Yep, the aliens are landing. Yep, I see them outside now. Take me away.
Needless
can
to
go.
say, when I got home that day, I took a nap because I did need to reset my day. I needed to start again with underwear that were on the right way.
Did you have someone verify?
The perfect popcorn panties. You've seen people who put their hoodies on backwards and put the popcorn in the hood. I just do that
Yeah.
with my underpants.
TMI.
TMI. That's why I put the breaking news thing up here on the screen. Breaking
Oh, it's
news.
breaking people.
Janie forgets how to dress herself.
They do say that you can start your day over at any point, but at some point you're just like, you know what, this day's over, and that probably would have been it. Right after that doctor's appointment, it would have been shut her down.
Yep, I came home, I took a nap, I reset my day and my underwear. I put on a different pair the correct way. I needed a do-over.
So now, do you have a checklist at home now?
No, but I think Luke knows that before we go out the door next time, he is to ask me underwear on the right way, and I'll give him, an affirmative.
No, he can't ask that way because obviously you thought it was on the right way when you went there in the first place. This may be a visual checklist.
You may have to check me.
After your oil change, they go through and like, okay, yep, we tightened the filter this time. We put oil in. The windshield wipers are back on, and that fake air filter that we used, we put that away for the next customer. Okay, check. And then here's your $109 bill.
I need to put a big F on the front and a B on the back. Then if anyone asks me what's the F and the B stand for, I'll say vagina and butt.
I knew you were going to have something for that. I just knew. Now, I'm not endorsing Sea Glass's Me Too. I think it was a very supportive Me Too, but I don't think it was a truthful Me Too.
No, I feel a little bit acquiesced too, but yeah, it's still the thought that counts,
There's a lot of thoughts that shouldn't have counted tonight, but yes, I agree that she was very supportive. Sea Glass, thank you for being such a good person to fun, Gina.
Vagina. That also looks a lot like fungina, which means you might have the yeast.
If there's the mushrooms that grow, and we won't be a showing. Jonathan,
I'm sorry, this has been a pretty unhinged live.
I'd like to say that it started with what's her face? What's her name? Chick. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no plans on talking about any of this stuff. So this is what happens when I have no plans.
I wanted to talk about radio waves, but that's fine.
What about radio waves?
I can't now. I'm kind of invested in the whole hugging animals.
There's an animal out there that you've always wanted to hug. What animals would you have top 3 on your list?
I have. I've hugged all the animals I wanted to.
That was all of them?
Yeah, I don't have a long list like some people.
Oh, there is one bird I would like to hug. I would like to hug an emu. They have cute fuzzy heads. So even though you can't really get a good hug around their neck, because their necks are really long and thin, having their little fuzzy head against my face would be nice.
Carrie would have wanted to hug a snail.
If you could hug a snail, I bet She would, yeah. But I don't think there's any way to hug a snail.
Oh, cats rule. That's ironic you say that because it's International Beaver Day.
Is it really?
Yeah, thank God for Microsoft letting me know what day it is every day. And I
Everyone run
clicked on
out and hug your local beaver.
when you say local beaver, if I'm in a city, is it random or can I pick?
Well, whichever one's more local. I'm going to have to tell Luke he needs to hug his beaver.
I would love to hear that during a live stream. That would just, I would probably fall right off on the floor and die. But yeah, it's either you hug your beaver or some otter.
Otters are cute. I would hug an otter. Like I said, I want to hug a seal, but I've heard that they can be really vicious. And I never thought of a seal being vicious, but apparently they are.
I've never heard anything bad about them except for that one song, "Kiss from a Rose." But I I don't think seal would be that bad. Oh, you meant the animal. I'm the clappy clappy.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. What seal on seal? That's hard to say. Seal violence, is that a thing?
I'd like to hug a sloth because I think they would wrap around you really nicely, like
Really
a
slowly.
monkey. Did you know sloths only poop like once a week? And they climb down from the tree to do it because they
Is
can't poop upside down because of gravity. And that's why they only poop like once a week because they spend so much time upside down. I love sea lions too. They are so adorable, Sea Glass. You want a New Jersey beaver who tells you off and then offers you pasta? That seems very specific.
how did you get here? Oh, sure. Now you're going to ask questions.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's gonna act like she doesn't know. Like, oh my gosh, what have I been part of? She's just covering her butt now. You
and
know?
more than you were at the doctor.
Unlike I did, yes.
No, she hasn't been trying to steer the ship away from these kind of conversations either. I do want to. I hate to call out someone like that, but I mean she has been flipping the inside of condoms out.
She
So
has,
I don't know.
yeah. This is how she does me. She gets me in so much trouble. She encourages me and then acts like, oh, I must have had a lapse in consciousness.
I think she should come up and try to steer the conversation because I tried one time like for 30 seconds and I kind of failed. I feel like a failure, but um yeah, the hugging
You're
of the
not
animals.
Jesus, Jeff. You can't take the wheel.
Damn it. Well, we could. I don't know where we'd end up, but
Do you kind of have a feeling like in my live streams, no one has control of the wheel? We're just
I
careening back and forth.
it's kind of like the Big Bang Theory where molecules just bouncing off each other and occasionally something clicks and creates a topic and then yeah, it's kind of like free will.
Right. We're just careening off guardrails, cliffs,
Hmm.
hillsides, in and out of ditches, through barbed wire fences.
Meanwhile, hugging a warm, soupy like animal called a cat, and then
Yes,
moving on.
holding our bags of warm soup. That's why Sea Glass is here. I did used to put the banner that went across the bottom of the screen that said, keep all arms and legs inside the car at all times. Because we pretty much do careen, just careen around. If you lose a limb, I am not taking responsibility.
I like how she says we, Corrine, like we're actually driving this bus.
Well,
We.
you're here. You're here,
Yes.
and you're not taking control of the wheel.
I don't know if anyone can.
At this point, no. Once it gets going, nobody can get control of the wheel.
Kind of like a Waymo car. And just wherever it ends up, it ends up.
Right. Someone needs to get out of the chat and leave the door open to stop this ride. Hugging marsupials. I'd like to hug a kangaroo, but they're vicious too. I would like to get in a kangaroo pouch and go for a ride, personally. But kangaroos seem to be really angry and wouldn't offer someone a ride. How rude.
Yes, Cat's rule. I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking in your head. Has she checked for radon levels at her home yet?
I have not.
I want to get in a kangaroo pouch and go for a ride. Doesn't Disney have one of those rides like that?
I don't
Or
know.
does it? One would think, right?
I tried to ride on a possum's back, but it couldn't hold my weight.
By the way, everyone, I almost said people like, but by the way, everyone,
I
this
would
isn't
hug
made
a
up.
koala, except they would need to be tested first because koalas have chlamydia.
But
Isn't
you're
it-
okay with getting mauled to death by a bear.
Being mauled by a bear is going to put an end to my suffering. Getting chlamydia is just going to be embarrassing, especially when I have to say I got it from a koala.
You don't have to tell many people. It's not like you have to come on here and say, hey, guys, guess what I did this weekend?
I would have to tell Luke. And the health department would need to know, and they'd make me tell everyone I had had sex with. So Luke,
I was going to say, I was real quiet for that list. I was like, well, what else are we going to learn tonight? Okay.
exactly, Conklin. That would be Luke's question too. You got it from a koala? Uh-huh.
Right. Just give us the name of the guy and be over with it.
Right. We need to contact everyone he's had sex with too. I do
No,
too.
that was a
Seaglass.
street name.
Kangaroos are known for being very punchy. They like to punch and kick people. Welcome back, Chick. I hope you shared everything we've talked about with your phone call person.
Yeah, click the link. Call in. Rejoin the squad. Help steer this ship away from the iceberg.
But I would like to take a ride in a kangaroo pouch, if it was possible. But
Hurry, Chick.
kangaroos just seem really rude and angry, like jacked up angry.
Wouldn't you be?
No, not if I could
You're
hop
like
around. And
They look like a stretched out rabbit with a pituitary disorder.
They do, but they've kind of got the life, you know?
They got
Who's
something,
messing
all right.
with them? No one.
Chick, call in.
Gatsril says, Chick, do not rewind.
Yeah. If asking if you missed anything, the answer would be no.
We were silent the entire time, just waiting for you to come back. We said nothing.
Occasionally we said, where's Chick at? Is she there back? Is she back yet? Who's she talking to? But other than that, nothing, absolutely nothing transpired during
No,
that time.
nothing was said.
Nope.
I did not wear my underpants backwards.
But if you do happen to listen back later and you have questions, Janie would be the one you would direct it to.
I think you should direct all questions to Katz and Conklin. They have been my longest mods. So, yeah.
Actually, Cats should be responsible for this,
She
even
should.
more so than Conklin.
Yeah,
Um,
Colin doesn't encourage me. He just lets me know, that he has weird thoughts too. But Kat, she encourages me sharing my weird thoughts.
I mean, we like her, but we're also concerned.
Coco says, you'd think the racing stripes being in front would have been a dead giveaway. Coughlin, I just stopped really fast once, okay? I skidded out. Excuse me.
If it's yellow, let it metal. If it's brown, take them down, wash them. Oh, of course it is, cats. Of course it is.
Well, mine too,
Yeah,
as you can see.
obviously.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me what kind of pizza I had.
What kind of pizza did you have?
Double zucchini, pepperoni, and cheese.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I've never had zucchini on pizza.
There's one place in our area that does it, and they do it well. And they only take cash and check.
Oh, that sucks because I don't
So you have
have
to go to
cash or checks.
you have to go to the ATM. Like, who does that anymore?
Right.
I'm like, well, I guess we do if we want to go, if we want to have this pizza, because I haven't seen a checkbook in years. So, yeah, it's very good. They cook zucchini on pizza is really good.
It sounds good. Is
It's
it
not like a
on
warm
top
can of
of
soup.
or under the cheese?
Both.
Both? Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. Katz has a good question. Is it shredded zucchini or sliced zucchini?
Sliced zucchini.
Oh, sounds good. I might have to make some pizza sometime and try that. I like to make my own pizza sometimes.
Yeah.
I love taco pizza, and I can't get a good taco pizza here to save my life. Which they don't call it taco pizza here, they call it Mexican pizza. But I like taco pizza. Like, I don't want any pizza sauce on it. I put refried beans and hot sauce or salsa mixed up is the sauce. And then there's hamburger and onions and then cheese. And then after it's cooked enough, then I put on the lettuce and tomatoes and crushed Doritos on top and put it back in just for a couple minutes. And it is so good. Then put some sour cream on it. Oh, yum, 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 yum. It does, doesn't it, Cats?
Only if you refuse to eat it.
But yeah, taco pizza is delicious. But everywhere that does quote unquote Mexican pizza here uses pizza sauce. I don't want pizza sauce on my Mexican or taco pizza.
I want pico de gallo.
Oh, I love pico de gallo. So good. You can put that on top of the pizza too when you're ready to eat it. I usually put sour cream. If I have avocado, put a little avocado or guac and some pico de gallo. So good. No cilantro. That's another thing they put on Mexican pizzas usually. And cilantro and I do not get along.
Oh, chick ass. You have to tell her now. You have to explain Ziploc bag of soup.
My cat feels like a Ziploc bag of warm soup. And I refuse to believe that nobody else has ever made that connection with their cat.
Oh, Feisty, you missed that one? Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, in those restaurants and stuff, they have boil and bag soup, where your soup is actually boiled in the bag and then just put into your bowl. And I like doing boil and bag rice. It's so much easier. All right, Chick. Your excuse note has been accepted. If you don't have a cat, then you have nothing to compare it to. Black Eagle says olive oil instead of sauce, feta, Greek olive, tomato. That sounds good, except I don't like olives. I don't mind olive oil, but I don't like olives. Hi, Black Eagle, by the way.
Yes, it's been a lively discussion in your absence, Chick. So, I mean, if you have nothing to do later and you want to be um, shock and awed,
Mesmerized.
if you want dressing tips on visiting the doctor, yeah, yeah. Were you in a rush that day?
No, I didn't want to go. And so everything was like, "Ugh, I have to brush my hair. Ugh, I have to brush my teeth. Ugh, I have to put on a bra." And I guess by the time I got to the underpants, I was just like, "Ugh." So yeah.
I had to put on my underwear backwards. I'll show them. I'll rebel against this doctor's visit. Ha!
Yeah,
I'll
so
rip skin off of my.
bag of topics. So yeah, I
Did
was
you,
just having one of those days where it was just like, oh, does any of this even matter? Who cares if my hair doesn't look like I brushed it? But I'm gonna do it, I guess. And by the time I got to the underwear, I couldn't be bothered apparently.
who cares if I'm baggy in the front?
Right. And I didn't even notice. How does that happen? Oh my gosh, I've never had Reuben pizza, but my favorite sandwich in the entire world is a Reuben sandwich. Like authentic Reuben on dark rye, marbled. They were lucky I wore them at all cats because, I could have
Were
just
they?
opted out.
Were they?
They were. When they told me to strip down to my underclothes, I could have said, I'm not wearing any.
Pair of pants are my underclothes, so bite it. This is the last defense.
Yeah, I do like Thousand Island in place of sauce. That is good. And that is a much better description, Conklin. So on the pamphlet for cats, we'll use my description instead of that when I make the pamphlet for how to love your cat. Hey, Dolly. So
Warm
good to
kitty,
see you.
soft kitty, smells like soup. Warm kitty, soft kitty. Um,
Yeah, I bet Sheldon would agree with me if I brought that simile up to him. He would be like, you know what? You're kind of right. It really is feisty.
have you noticed that Carrie has not come back from her usually fast 200-mile-per-hour drive? She's like,
Well,
nah, you know what?
she said she just got back, but then she quit talking. So I'm thinking she's still trying to figure out how to hug a snail.
You know that song by The Fray, How to Save a Life?
Yes,
I should change the lyrics up to How to Hug a Snail.
how to hug a snail. That would be a good one. Lots of big ideas in this stream, and probably not a lot of follow through. We've
That's
got
correct.
Conklin saying he's going to do the rap song, Warm Bag of Soup. You're going to do How to Hug a Snail. But you know what? It's okay. We're just idea people. We
Yeah,
leave
we're
the
the
details to the other people.
we're the invisible force behind the greatest ideas ever.
That's right. We're the ones who get the ball rolling. We leave the rest to the people who are more suited for the role, you know?
Now that Black Eagle is here, you should ask her if she's ever hugged a lobster.
Have you ever hugged a lobster, Black Eagle? Have you ever wanted to?
I like there was a slight pause between me suggesting it and then all of a sudden, have you ever,
Hey, I forget things fast. I've got to be right on top of my things on my to-do list.
except for dressing for the doctors? Then we just let that, but that's fine. One thing, I'm sure nothing else went wrong that day.
Um, I don't believe so. No, pretty much
Okay.
when you realize you're wearing your underwear backwards in a public setting where someone's going to see it, not much else can go wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty much the highlight per se of the day. I understand.
It's all uphill from there. Hi, Ash. Yeah, my day wasn't going to get much worse, but I did go ahead and reset anyway.
It's okay. You can reset any time of day. It's acceptable now.
Black Eagle says no huggies.
No, you can't trust him. You get those claws behind you. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right. Once they've been banded, though, I would hug one. If I felt like it wanted a hug. I say this like there's no consent in the thing, and I'm just going to do it whether they like it or not. That's a little
Yeah, you
creepy.
should ask.
Yeah, I need to backpedal on that a little bit. I would always try to get consent.
I always thought when Jane Goodall was going to hug the chimpanzees and the orangutans and all that, the one day she was just going to get crushed. But they were
Right?
very gentle.
They were very gentle. That's what the weird thing is. The ones that seem the most into like hijinks and fun and cuddly, they're the ones who will rip your face off. And it's the ones that you'd think would rip your face off that are the most loving. So I might hug a bear and not get my face ripped off. But a seal, you just don't know. They look all playful and friendly, but they will rip your face off and drag you out to sea and eat you.
Your fate could be sealed.
Right. Now, the only bear I would not hug is a polar bear because they're too much of a wild card. Like they're one of the only animals that just kills for fun just because they want to. It's not out of necessity for safety, protection, for food source, anything like that. They're just like, hey, you're here and I'm going to kill you.
I hope they
Nipple
serve
is a
better
weird
purpose.
bird. Thank you for sharing, Black Eagle. It really is. What was that you said, Jeff?
I would hope there's another purpose. That they're just not, rabid killing machines of the planet. I would think that they serve some grand purpose in the world.
Yeah, ego and their assholes. That's the grand purpose.
Well, okay.
No, for real. That's what I've heard. From everything I've read about polar bears, they are one of the only animals who they don't have to have a reason. Like, it doesn't have to be because they're protecting their young or they're guarding their resources or they're hungry and they're starving. They won't even eat you afterwards. They don't even care what you taste like. If you're there and they're there, it is on.
Well, let's be honest. If you were isolated in the cold for so long, and some jackass comes up and messes up your day, homicidal tendencies could be a thing.
True. And like when they, maybe they realize that we're affecting their climate and the big iceberg, the 2,000 square foot iceberg they used to live on is now a tiny iceberg and it's only got like 400 square feet and they're just really pissed about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're losing on that land deal. They're not getting their investment. So,
Right.
yeah,
And
they have the
still
right to
owe
be
the
angry.
mortgage payment every month. They're still
Mhm.
paying the mortgage, but every month they have less and less of a home. I'd be pissed too if my house kept getting smaller because of my next door neighbor. I'd probably, attack her too.
I bet you one of those hits from one of those claws is like the worst pain you could ever feel.
Now, Black Eagle, that depends on what kind of bear, because the worst thing you can do with some bears is run. The worst thing you can do with the big cats is run, because it triggers their chase instinct. So here's the rhyme. If it's black, attack back. If it's brown, lay down. And if it's white, you're going to meet God. So you need
And
to
if it's-
fight back against a black bear, like by making yourself look bigger and yelling really loud and like, get out of here, and all that. If it's brown, you need to lay down and play dead. Don't give them the instinct to play with you or attack you or chase you. And then if it's white, it's a polar bear and you're going to die anyway. So,
what if it's a crossbreed?
right? And some black bears look brown and some brown bears look black. So I'm just saying. And that's not racist. This isn't like me saying all bears look the same, but they kind of do.
I'm non-discriminatory when it comes from staying away from animals that will kill me.
Right. Because my first instinct with any bear isn't going to be to figure out if it's black or brown. It's going to be to get the heck out of there. I'm going to run. And that's going to trigger its chase instinct. And I'm going to get hurt.
And then you're going to turn around halfway through when it's almost on you. You're like, stop. We just hug.
Right. And with bears and big cats, like mountain lions and cougars and all of those things, you never want to run, but you also never want to turn your back on them.
Mm-hmm.
So don't
Okay,
run
second.
backwards, which I think is always good advice. We should never be running backwards.
Do you know who does that?
Who?
Show off Olympians.
All right.
And then they trip, and then you're like, ha, sucker. That's what you get.
Yeah,
So-
Cat's rule. I'm going to check the Bears' credit score first. Oh, gosh.
It's funny. I'm surprised Black Eagle hasn't paneled up.
Actually, it's been a few days since I've seen Black Eagle. Legends of the Fall. I love that movie. Love, love, love it. And yes, he takes on the bear, and then years later, when he's an old man, he goes back out into the woods. And that's where I got the idea that if I ever get like a terminal diagnosis, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out into the wild and find a bear and hug it. Because he goes back out and he's back out in the woods when he becomes old, and he meets up with the bear that he took on earlier in life and beat. He didn't kill it, he just beat it. And this bear then takes his life, and it's such poetic justice and beautiful,
And then you know what's going to happen?
Well,
Luke's going to get us something in the mail that says, we regret to inform you that the terminal diagnosis you were given earlier in the month was for another patient.
right. That would be our luck. Yeah. Yeah. Luke wants to go on an African safari, and I told him he's nuts. Because he's not even saying he wants to go on an African safari to, like, if he gets a terminal diagnosis or something. He just wants to do it for fun.
He's giving himself the terminal diagnosis by going
Right.
on an African safari.
Right, exactly. So if anything ever happens to me and Luke says he's going on an African safari, you'll know why.
If he goes on African safari and something happens to you, we know that you went with him. He could be, it could be like, you're going with me. We're together forever.
Right. So you're saying that Luke would have room on his door for me. If
On his wall paneling,
going
yes.
down, we both are. On his wall panel, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he's romantic like that. So yeah,
I can see
you,
that.
you would say, yeah, if you're going, I'm going. Yeah,
I do get that. I, I have much respect for him and his inclusion.
I do too. Yeah.
He would scoot you on up there,
Well,
even
listen,
if your underwear was backwards.
when you've stayed with a woman after you know that she has went out publicly with her underwear on backwards, I think you're all in at that point.
That's yeah. He's one of a kind. That's for sure. Very accepting of your flaws. It's okay. If more men were more accepting of women's flaws.
I hope. Uh, I don't know who criticized you or who you're saying criticized you about social services for homeless people and all that. I certainly hope you didn't think I was criticizing you. I wasn't. But I don't think you mean me. God, how long have I been live talking about crazy shit? 116 minutes. That's what, almost 2 hours?
Yeah, you started just about 6:30 ish. So yeah, 2 hours.
No wonder my brain is buzzing.
I
I've
think that happened the
emptied my
first 30
brain.
minutes.
I've emptied my brain.
Nah.
No, I've still got more.
Yeah, let's say, wait a minute, hold up.
That's just all I think you can handle. I've
Oh,
still
now you're
got
making.
plenty more in there.
She's making decisions for us. Like that's enough. That's enough
Someone
dinner
has
for
to be
tonight.
someone has to be the adult in this stream. Yes, I have to decide when it's time to cut you off.
We have to decide who's the adult first.
Me,
Oh, great. I
I'm
mean,
grabbing the wheel back. I'm gonna
fantastic.
stop careening.
Yes, just bounce us gently off that iceberg.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit of bumper cars now as we come
That's
back,
fine.
pull back into the station.
For repairs and underwear change. And animal hugs.
This was fun though. I'm glad I went live a little earlier. Maybe that needs to be the thing before I get myself more tired.
Yeah, it might work for you.
Conklin's a smartass. Maybe the one who isn't wearing their underwear backwards should do the adulting. All right. Let he without sin cast the first stone. Who here has their underwear on right?
I do.
Bragger.
The little elephant trunk's supposed to go in the front, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm wearing it correctly.
The ears go on the back.
Oh, good. See? Nailed it. Boom. I win.
That's how you know how to hold your liquor. By the ears.
Nope, ladies and gentlemen. Nope. Stretch them out too much.
I got you. Now you can say
No.
you've been sexually harassed.
I may have to go live in the middle of the night and talk about my experience.
Yes, I was manipulated and sexually harassed.
I was bullied into thinking that I have to hold my liquor when I don't really have to.
You don't have to, but it's always nice. It's polite to hold your liquor.
Yeah.
Expose Janie. Yes, for being a sexual deviant and predator. Oh my God, did you hear what she said to Jack? She told him to hold his liquor by the ears. Manipulated.
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be by the hair. Oh wait. Why were ponytails invented? Unrelated question, but same answer. Um,
Oh, now you're just being a misogynist.
a masseuse, a masseur,
A masseur.
a misogynist. I really did think when I first heard that, I was probably way younger and naive. I thought, oh, those people that get massages.
Yeah, I'm a misogynist.
Now I know better.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you learned the difference and you weren't going around saying, "Oh, I bet he's a good misogynist."
He's a really good misogynist. Good job.
I feel
Good
so
job,
much
misogynist.
better after seeing my misogynist.
I went to physical therapy, had some acupuncture, then ended the day at the misogynist office because they have actual office space now. Yay.
They're renting office space. I needed an appointment with the misogynist.
They're unionizing. Yay. We have like, you know, company logo and shit. That's cool. Weird.
Well, is this the end of the line, do you think, Jeff?
That's totally up to you. If you're having fun, you do what you need to do, Janie. It's
I
your
am
year.
having fun, but you know what? I think I'm at the point where if someone else were to go live and I could just enjoy, I would like that. But I
That
know
would be
you've already
great.
been live today for 4 hours, so I wouldn't put that on you. But if you wanted to, I certainly would show up.
Well, it probably won't happen tonight.
I can understand that.
Because I'm just in that really like relaxed mood. Like this is like a relaxed mode, even though there were some funky conversations happening. This is like really relaxing, like a good way to cap off the night.
Yeah, we cleared out the old brain, you know?
Sure.
Laughter is good for that. That's why I used to go live. I used to go live every night for a while. Nippy and I would. And this was our goal to like get everyone at the end of the day together, to hang out, to be silly, to have some good laughs, and to be able to go to bed with all that tension of the day just gone.
Yeah.
That used to be my goal. Now my goal has turned more selfish, where I'm just like, hey, I need to dump my head. Do you guys mind if I dump my head? And so I just dump my head, and everyone either enjoys it or they don't.
I think we enjoyed it for various reasons.
And now my head has been dumped, and I'm feeling.
Now you're a dumphead.
Now I'm a dump head, and I'm
It was
feeling
fun.
chilled. You know,
I had fun.
I did too. And when Chick was up here, I had fun. I wish she would have come back up, but I
No,
can
she's
certainly understand. I wish
yeah.
Conklin would have come up. You know, we have fun when he comes up. Katz could have come up. She's clearly trying to
Yeah.
drive me over the edge of what is acceptable behavior. Dolly could have come up. Anyone could have come up.
I did notice that Cass was trying very hard to push you over the edge of acceptable behavior, and I kind of like was cheering at the same time, also like, oh no, don't do it.
Right. It's kind of exciting being in a car when no one's driving, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? I don't know. Let's see.
It's like putting all your car windows down right before you go into a car wash and not being able to get them back up.
Right. Yes, we were great about encouraging regular bowel movements. That's why I kept so many ficus trees around in the stream, so that if anyone needed to use the ficus, they could.
Did you say ficus?
Ficus, yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
Ficus trees make great portable bathrooms. Yeah, you don't have much to say about that, do you?
I was just putting it in my memory banks to ask questions much later in life.
I actually would would chastise people, I'd say, "Who's shitting the ficus? Come on, guys."
So that was the actual problem. Okay, I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but then we became accepting of it, you know.
Where was this at exactly?
In my old streams.
Oh, so okay. Thank God. I thought you were at some like office setting where like there's a ficus tree and Dave's over there taking a shit after eating like 20 burritos. I was like, come on,
No,
Dave. That plant's
we
not that
treated
strong.
we treated the side chat as though it were a tangible place, like a real room, you know. And
Okay.
when people came in, they had to bring snacks. And I would say, when I opened up tonight, I came in and I realized someone's shitting the ficus again. We're not going to have that kind of behavior. And it just grew from there. It became a thing of its own. Everyone keep your hands and your feet inside the chat at all times.
I've done that before. Like, I try to get volunteers, like, because I know y'all trash my chat all the time, and there's just shit all over the floor, and the
Right. And we
tables are
don't even
all
hang around to help you
cattywampus.
clean up, do we?
No, I even play music so you all can clean up, but nope. Here I am afterwards, just mopping floors and shit, and
We're all
resetting
just
the.
taking leftovers and heading out. We figure you got this. It's your stream.
Yeah, and Cass brings snacks, and she's in charge of the table in the back, but then she doesn't even refill the Keurig with water. So, sometimes I'll just go into the stream by myself and just hang out. Like, I wonder if I want to do a stream tonight. And I'd go to get coffee, and there's no water in the Keurig. I'm
Right.
like, Cass, I mean, it's
And I
whatever.
do that.
But
Sometimes I just come in the side chat and I hang out by myself and rearrange things, straighten the pictures, uh, kitty lit or scoop the ficus, like a litter box. And make sure there's toilet paper on all the toilet paper rolls. It's a lonely job, but someone has to do it.
I do have a new item on my checklist.
What's that?
Make sure your underwear front is in the front.
Before streaming, yes.
I have this ritual. I do have to do certain things before I stream. And one of them is like clean my desk off. But now I have yet another minute worth of work to do.
I need to look something up really fast because this was hilarious and I want to show it. It should
Okay.
give let's see, what was it? Let me see if I can find it.
Cat's rule. I'm going to call BS on that. Why would you waste a rum on cleaning a Keurig? Just share. I need a YouTube flask. That's what I need.
Oh shoot.
Especially,
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm talking to myself.
no, it's fine. I wanted to listen in. I thought maybe you were going to argue with yourself too. That'd been great.
I'm getting ready
No,
to
you're
yell at
wrong.
myself.
Oh, really? Cool. We'll listen in.
You stupid head. I can't let you remember anything.
I'm not even capable of putting your underwear on correctly. Who? What value do you have in my life? Ah.
Right. I mean, come on. Get it together, girl. Okay, here's the person.
Here's tomorrow's video. Jeff was bullying Janie, saying she didn't have any value in her life.
Saying she was worthless.
She can't even dress herself. Ridiculous. When will how do we stop this guy? Hot toddy. Yeah. Cat's rule. Anytime, any day. If you want to clear your sinuses out and most of your sweat glands, that is the drink. I think I have one or two a year. Janie is checking her archives.
Yes, I am. I'm
Looking for that
sorry.
one clip.
If I
No, it's
can't
fine.
find if I can't
Didn't we
find
just?
what I want in just a minute, I'll stop because this is rude. I don't like when people.
No, continue on. I'll tell a story. Remember, we were telling somebody last night as we were manipulate and bullying them that they need to stop saying sorry all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am sorry for making people wait.
Oh my.
Although
Just.
I know you are totally capable of keeping them satisfied while I am away.
Hi, I'm Jeff, and I am totally capable of keeping you satisfied while Janie looks through her archives for a certain clip. Please don't ask for details. Yeah, I'm here to fill in. Uh-oh. Conklin has provided us a link to how to put on underwear.
I'm gonna have to save that.
I'm gonna have to click on it now and save it. Let's see if I can not take myself out of this chat. Oh, that's right. I'm not using this phone. I'm chatting on one phone and listening on the other. Okay, we're in 15 seconds of this right now. Stop already. Why is it not stopping? Okay. I'm concerned that she's doing this video in a child's room, but okay.
Who, me?
No. This video that Conklin posted, this woman's sitting crisscross applesauce because you can't see the other one in a room that has a baby crib in it, and it's how to put on underwear. So this might be.
It might be
Interesting.
how to put underwear on someone else. I need to know how to put underwear on myself.
Oh, now got a lot more interesting. Because that doesn't look like those will fit her. Oh, she's talking about kids. Okay. Wow. You know what? Maybe I should talk to my doctor about my dosage. Yeah, never mind. I'm good. Yes.
I cannot find it. And this is going to make me mad because it's hilarious.
Is it one of yours?
No.
Oh. Kat said, if Microsoft filmed a sex scene, hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm completely capable of keeping you satisfied. And then all of a sudden, Clippy pops up. Hi, can I help you with anything today?
I found it.
Uh-oh.
Now, if I can find the one I want.
Well, Conklin, it was concerning me because I saw the size of the woman in the video, and then what I found out was, I guess, little children's underwear, and I thought, ma'am, you're not gonna get those on. Like, there's no stretchy, there's not even Lycra are gonna help you with that. And then I realized, oh, gotcha. I thought she was going to attempt it. Hi, Angela Critters. Janie is currently looking for something to show us that's really funny, and she's hoping she can find it.
Right. I have to share my screen now. I have to figure that out. Hi, Angela, by the way. Share screen. What one is that?
Should be like the fourth from the left.
The monitor with the plus on it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, share screen. I want to share. this one. Also share audio. Okay. Now, is that up there?
No,
It's not up there.
if it's in your backstage, you may have to add it.
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, we didn't used to have to do that. Okay,
They turned it off automatically now.
here we go. And let me know if you can hear it.
Yeah, dude, I said I wanted a
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
mullet, and this is what the barber gave me. I don't think this is a mullet.
Maybe they didn't hear ye correctly. There's a girl on here with some shoes that would be fire with this haircut. The video I posted the other day. That's a berries and cream. Tomfoolery in the front, knavery in the back. Look sick, my lord. Of sober countenance in front, yet wild mirth doth flourish behind concern. You look like the king of diamonds.
She's funny as hell.
Never danced on out of there without saying a word. It'll grow back in a fortnight, my lord. Don't outfield beneath. That is Pete Farquaad, my guy. He gave you the 1-2 buckle my shoes, Mitchell. Is this little Debbie's cousin, medium Daryl?
I love that one.
Are you about to pick a peck of pickled peppers later or what? Okay, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. How many shillings did you pay for this cut? Did you get your hair cut on Drury Lane? So far, quality. You headed to your shift to the Lollipop Guild? Business in the front, Renaissance in the back. Did you go to the barber 4 7 years ago? He said, I see your mullet and raise you one little lad. I find it hysterical that it seems to suit you. It totally does, and I don't understand. They gave ye that OG mullet, not thy modern mullet. It looks dashing, my lord. Was your hairstylist from far, far away?
I love the one. Hold on. let me
Have
close
you
that
seen
out.
her read books?
I love the one where she, I have. I love her channel.
She's funny as hell.
She is. And when she gets laughing with the wheeze going on, oh my God, I just lose it. But that
Very
comment that says tomfoolery in the front, knavery in the back, killed me the first time I watched that.
Yes, I like the comment reading ones too, but those books that she reads sometimes.
So yeah, this is the kind of
Hello.
oh,
I was kicked. Everyone saw that. Everyone. Oh man.
Jeff, come back. You jerk. You did that on purpose,
I'm not doing anything.
didn't you? I
Oh.
thought I accidentally took you offline. No, did I mess up my whole screen? Hey, am I still here? I don't know if I did that on purpose or there you are. Are you here now?
I'm trying to be here. I'm trying to be present in the moment.
My mouse is getting low. I need to charge it. And so when I was trying to take the other thing off the screen, I think I double clicked, and so yours moved over next, and I think then I accidentally kicked you off.
Okay. Anybody in the chat believe that? Put a 752. Yeah, justice for Jeff. Yes, I will seek justice and vengeance. I mean, not vengeance.
Right. But then, because you are the boy who cried wolf, I thought maybe you did it on purpose. See?
I don't understand what you're saying. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm up here. I'm trying to have a good conversation with good people, and cats rule too. And then I'm just getting, removed, put back up, removed. So,
You can't be trusted, Hefe.
I've been told this before. Yes.
So I would like to stay longer if I was able to, but I am afraid my mouse is going to die and then I won't be able to shut anything down.
No, I agree, and I would like to thank you all for being here, and thank me for being here, and thank Janie for letting me up. It's been fun. I think we've really covered a lot, and also remember.
Yes, remember. And then he cuts out on us. So thank you for coming up, Jeff. Thank you guys all for being here in the side chat. Thank you for letting me dump my head like it was just a big oversized purse, and I just dumped it out on the counter in the middle of Walmart and let you see everything I had hiding in my purse. I look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday, but I also look forward to seeing you in between now and next Tuesday on Other People's Streams. So come join Other People's Streams where you might find me in the wild. And just remember, you are important, you matter, you are loved, and I love you. And have a great evening. Goodbye.